Everyone, my name is Heba and welcome back. SUQQU came out with their 2023 pre-summer collection and it's limited edition, and I picked up almost everything in this collection. It's called the Sunflower Wonder Collection and it was inspired by the movement of sunflowers chasing the sun. Encloses rich and vibrant hues of deep yellow-red flower petals and green-brown stems and leaves. And again, I almost picked up everything in this collection. I'm only missing one item and it's one of the quads. And it's the Signature Color Eyes 124, the one with the greens and the brown shade in that one. It's been sold out and I keep checking and it's not restocking, so I'm just gonna give up and just say it's okay. It's okay that I didn't get everything in this collection. But I did get the other quad, the one with the yellow, the two matte single shadows, the two blushes, and the two lipsticks. And I ordered these from Swatches and surprisingly they came really quick. I mean, less than 5 days. Because usually shipping from Swatches to here in the States, it takes about a week to 10 days. So I was quite surprised that it was here so early. Too bad that 124 was sold out, but that's okay. First, I want to talk about the single cream eyeshadows, and those are called the Tone Touch Eyes. This is the first time it's in a cream formula because before it was in powder and I didn't pick any of those up from previous collections. But when I saw it was cream and I did like the color, so I went ahead and picked it up. So we have the Tone Touch Eyes 112, which is a yellowish ochre brown that creates a natural impression when applied as a single color or a more nuanced look when applied as a base. And we have 113, and that's a chic dark brown that can be used as a main or a base shade. Adds an exquisite look and a translucent glow to the eyes. So here what the cute little palettes look like. I really do like the size of it, but as you can see, it's the signature color of SUQQU with the brand name going up and down right there. And then you open it up and here is 112, which is the yellowish ochre brown. And I have to say, when you use your finger, it's not like a very creamy. I mean, you can still feel that it's a cream, but it's not very soft. So here is 112. It's more like my skin tone. And then here is 113. This shade is very pretty. And there's 113. So that shade, yeah, very pretty. I had high hopes for this. Now these two eyeshadows are the ones that I've already used before, and I'll put some B-roll of me using it. The first time I used 112, the yellowish ochre, and I applied this shade on both eyes with my finger. But on one side I wanted to use it as a base, so I went in with another SUQQU palette, not with this one that was in the collection, but I went in with palette 10. I believe this one came out in the fall, but I wanted to use the Tone Touch Eyes as a base on one side and apply these shadows on that. Now, as you can see, it does look a little creamy, a little wet on my lids, but on the side where I added the eyeshadow, it kind of set itself with the powder eyeshadows. And it looked really pretty when I applied the rest of my makeup on. This was like a no makeup look. 3 hours, you can kind of see that it did crease on both sides. And then I wanted to see how this looks after 6 hours of wear, and you can see that it really did crease up. More so on the one that I used by itself, but it also creased up the one that I used eyeshadows on top of it. So I was not quite happy with that. So I thought, okay, let me see the darker shade. So with 113, I applied one side with my finger, and it's very pretty. And on the other side, I applied it with a flat shader brush. Maybe that might, you know, make a difference. But I have to admit, I do like the shade. It works well on my skin tone and what I like, but after 4 hours you can see how badly it creased up. I didn't set it with powder, I didn't add any eyeshadows to it, I just wanted to see how it worked by itself, but it creased up really bad. So these Tone Touch Eyes in the cream formula, I can't speak for the powder formula, but as a cream product, wasn't my favorite. They are pretty shades. I do like shade 113, the darker one, but for the formula, it creases on my lids, and that's not a good look. That's not a look that I want. So I don't think I'll be getting more of the cream products if they do come out with it in future collections. But those were the only products that I used before I sat down to do this video. I've tried their shadows before, their quads, I love them. Tried their blushes before and I love those. Now the lipsticks, this will be the first time I've tried it in this formula, so we'll we'll see how this looks and wear it. So let's go ahead and apply this eyeshadow quad, the Signature Color Eyes in the shade 123. But first let me tell you about shade 124 and put a picture of what it looks like here. But they describe it as a distinctive palette of smoky sage green tones inspired by sunflower leaves to create a chic and stylish look for the early summer breeze. So again, I don't have that one. I don't know when it's going to be restocked. I believe it should be at Liberty London or Harrods, but because they charge a $20 or $30 shipping and it costs more there than what it costs at Suffrages. Oh, so let me go ahead and tell you some of the prices. Let me tell you the prices of the single cream shadows, the Tone Touch eyes. These cost $25 each. And the quads at Suffrages cost $50. I did see that the green palette 124 is in stock at Liberty London, but it costs $62 there plus $20 shipping. So I'm not going to order it from Liberty London, but I'm not going to even bother getting that palette because I don't think it's going to be back in stock. And if it does, probably the summer collection will be coming out. And that one looks pretty too. Let me find a picture of it real quick. Sorry, I'm kind of venturing off here. But the 2023 summer collection, it's inspired by the glittering shine of opal by Bright Summer Light. And the packaging is different. It's in a white package. And I do like those blushes with the marbly look to it. So I'm going to try to see if I can get that collection. But if it's sold out like that, something's just telling me that I don't need this palette or this collection. So hopefully I can try to get it, and it does say that it's going to be available May 12th. We'll see, but let's go ahead and talk about the Sunflower Wonder collection in this eyeshadow palette 123. It's a palette of warm colors inspired by sunflower petals, a perfect pairing of yellow gold combined with a more shadowy tone to create a complete balanced makeup look. So it comes in the black and gold SUQQU packaging, and you open it up, it has a mirror, and here are the 4 shades in 123. And also comes with 2 little brushes. Okay, so here's the first one on the top corner. Ooh, that's pretty. And typically the shade that's in the top corner here, it's more of a topper shade, a shimmer shade. So let's go into this kind of a peachy shade. It's very creamy. And then this bright yellow shade. All right. Does have a little bit of a sheen to it, but it's very bright, very pretty. And this rosy purpley mauvey shade. Let's see what that one looks like. All right, so here are the shades in 123. There's no mattes in this palette. Huh, okay. Let me go ahead and prime my eyes with the Hourglass eyeshadow primer. Using the Sonia G Classic Crease, let's go into this kind of a mauvey shade first. And let's put you in the outer corner. Yeah, this one does have a sheen to it, which is not typically what I like to use for the outer corner or for my crease, because sometimes the sheen will emphasize my texture. But the SUQQU formula, I have to admit, is very nice. Alrighty, and I think that's all I'm going to do with that shade. And it's not bad. For being a shimmer shade, it's not bad to use for an outer corner or even in the crease. Let's go into this bright yellow sunflower shade. I'm gonna use a flat shader brush. Ooh, let me tap some off. And place you on my lids here. Yeah, this one does have a sheen to it. Let me add a little bit more without tapping it off. There we go. Do my eyes look like sunflowers now? Going back into that first shade again and just kind of deepen up the outer corner here and just kind of fuse those 2 shades together. Using a smaller shader brush, I'm going to go into this peachy shade and place you in the inner corner. Just kind of bring you more to the center. And then let's go in with this topper shade and let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and top it off, just to add a little more bling to this look. And I'm going back in with that deeper mauvey shade and again build up the outer corner. Alright, let me go ahead and put my face makeup on and we'll play with the blushes and the lipsticks. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and what I placed underneath my eyes is this mauve shade. I placed that underneath and more in the outer corner. So let's move on to the blushes, and there are 2 blushes in this collection and I did pick them both. One of them was sold out, but by the time I wanted to place the order, it was back in stock, so I was able to pick up this blush. And it was this one, 138, with that yellow shade here at the end. 138 is a shimmering red that brightens any skin tone, while the yellow matte highlighter adds an edgy finish to the cheeks. So here's what the blush palette looks like. It is thinner than the eyeshadow quads, still in the same black and gold with SUQQU on the side there. So these are the pure color blush that SUQQU has, where it has that kind of like that ombre effect, and these cost $35.50. So I'm going to see if I can swatch each one separately. I think there's 3 different shades in here, I think. So let me see if I can swatch out this red, and then the center shade, and then this yellow, this matte highlighter. So those are the 3 shades separately. And let's see if I could swatch it all together right here. So it turns out to be like a peachy shimmery blush. Let's see, it does come with a brush, but I'm just gonna put that down here and let me just concentrate it more on the deeper shimmery red. Let's just apply you first. And I love the SUQQU blushes. Very, very nice. Very smoothing, kind of blurs the pores, and it's not powdery at all, and it is pigmented, yeah. And I'm also wearing the SUQQU foundation, the liquid foundation. Oh, that's pretty. I did put a little bit bronzer here and on my forehead and jaw lines, but that's it. But wow, look at that. Oops, let me do it this way, yeah. That's pretty. Let me try to add this yellow here. Ooh, and put you up here on the top of my cheeks. Never had a matte highlighter before. That's not bad. I love the SUQQU blushes. Really do like the formula. Okay, for the other one, it is 139, and this is a chic brown with a mauve highlighter that creates a cool and striking look. The natural colors match well with the vibrant, rich tones. Not too much of a brightness to it, like the bright yellow. This is more like a monotone shade. Let me put you on this side. So that's the bigger part in this blush. I'm gonna try to do that little sliver that's right there and put you here. And then this light mauve shade, that's very pretty too. And let me put you there. So these are the 3 shades swatched separately. Let's see if I can do it all together. And let me put you closer to my elbow. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, I'm gonna use all of the shades here. I'm just gonna put it all together like that. Oh, that's a oh. I like this one. I like this one better than the other one, I have to admit. Oh, I like that one. I know this side I seem to be a little bit heavy-handed whenever I apply my brush, but that's pretty. Okay, so I hope you can see the difference between these 2 blushes. 138 and 139. Yeah, I kind of like 139 a little bit better than 138. This is kind of summery and bright and everything, but I don't know, I like the mauve tones in this one. Okay, let's move on to lipsticks, and these are the vibrant, rich lipsticks, and these are the first time that I've tried this formula. Now, I love the liquid fogs and the liquid glow fogs. Those are beautiful lipsticks, great colors, and it has a great texture. It's not very drying on the lips. And I've also tried, I believe it's the balmy lipstick, wasn't my favorite, so that's why I haven't picked that many lipsticks, but when I saw this and the shades, I thought, okay, let me try this formula. So again, these are the vibrant, rich lipsticks, and these cost $32.50. So the shades in this collection are 116 and 117, and let's go in with 116 first. So when you take the cap off, this is what the lipstick looks like. It's in the little thin. Ooh, I like that shade. And let me swatch you on this hand. Oh, that's very pretty. And I do like an orangey brown lipstick, so let's go ahead and apply this one. This really does complete the look. I really do like this lipstick, and it's very creamy on the lips. And yes, this is a matte finish. It's not very drying on the lips. Don't know how these wear, but I'll try to mention something down below in the description and let you know how long these last. But I like this one, 116, which is a soft orange brown that evokes the serenity and joy of summer. The slightly reduced saturation allows for effortless blending, complementing the skin. Yeah, I do like this shade. Yeah, I do like the shade. Okay, let me take this one off and we'll try 117. So here is 117. This one seems lighter than 117, so let me go ahead and swatch this one. Seems to be more of a pinky nude. I like this lipstick too. This is very pretty. Very creamy. It has kind of like not a thin texture, but you can feel that there is lipstick on your lips. Not like in a bad way, but in a good way that you know you're wearing lipstick. I hope that explains it. But wow, this is a pretty shade with the right lip pencil. I think this will be a pretty nude. So this is 117. It's a natural beige that blends well with a variety of skin tones, adding a soft, understated elegance, evocative of inner strength. I don't know which lipstick shade I like better. I think they're both very pretty. And I want to mention I have allergies and my eyes is starting to water, and I can already see that my concealer is kind of clumping down here with tears coming down. I know. But anywho, I have to admit, this is a pretty collection. What do you think, guys? Now the eyeshadow quad, the one that I have, I think it's very pretty. I was a little nervous with that sunflower yellow, but it's not as bright as I thought it would be. It's very subtle. It's very smoothing on my textured lids, and it does look like a sunflower, I guess you could say, on my lids. Now the Tone Touch eyes, these are not my favorite. It does crease up on me. Tried applying it with a finger, tried applying it with a brush, by itself, underneath eyeshadows, but it's still creased up on me. I do like the deeper shade, 113. 112 is not bad either. I just wish it didn't crease up on my lids. So yeah, these aren't my favorite. Now for the blushes. Yeah, I can't go wrong with the SUQQU blushes, and both of these are very pretty, but I have to admit I like this one a little bit better than this one. Let me see here. Yeah, this is 138 and this is 139, so I like 139 a little bit better. Very pretty, love a mauve shade, but 138's not bad either. It's very springy, very bright. I like them both, but I like 139 just a tad more. And the lipsticks, both lipstick shades are very pretty. It's very comfortable on the lips, but I like both shades, 116 and 117. Very pretty. And I have to admit, this is a very nice collection. Minus the cream single shadows, not my favorite. But the eyeshadow palette with those shades, the blushes and the lipsticks, yeah, this is a pretty palette. And I love how SUQQU does their eyeshadow quads. They put these colors together to make a great color story. And this one is very pretty. Kind of wish I did get the green one, but it's not in the cards for me. And I hope to get the summer collection because that one looks very pretty, especially the blushes. Well, alright you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of me trying the SUQQU Pre-Summer Sunflower Wonder collection. If you liked and enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. And you will have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.